It's me, Henry Snotson. Welcome back in the 11th season of the Snot League. Today it's time to meet the teams. No guests, no mercy, just pure chaotic energy and the smell of fresh casualties. Rules remain the same, you magnificent maniacs. We divided these 18 teams into 3 groups of 6, aka qualification round. Next, the best 12 will advance into the group stage. And then, the best 8 will be our KO stage finalist. So, one more round than previous one. But man, I really missed the quarterfinals last season. So it's back! Also, at the end of the episode, we will make a small look what happens in our Pick Your Team event. Whoa, it's going! Do we have some surprises there? Let's find out! As always, we will look at Group A first.
Do you know Horn?
Of course you know Horn! The man who hates elves more than the average Skaven hates soap! Every single season, he stands there shaking. Please, Nuffle, not elves. Why do I do this to myself? This time, the bag was kind. He pulled Chaos Halflings. Ladies and gentlemen, spoiled sandwiches! We already know the pure chaotic nightmare these little bastards can create. Now add Horn's tactical brain to the mix, and the rest of Group A is going to have a very, very bad time. Straight out of Middenheim, the armored worshippers of Ulrich, god of war and winter. And no, it's not Khorne, you heathens. These lads are returning all the way from Season 3 to once again sow pure chaos, but not that chaos, and destruction, in the Empire-approved way. And then wash it all down with a barrel of proper drinking mead. Meet the Ulrich Ballers! The real Nippon warriors finally arrive! Not their chaotic northern cousins we've seen before, but the proper noble, lacquered armor and ninjas. The difference? Well, they at least bow before they decapitate the opposition, debuting under an experienced coach. The samurai are here, and they look ready to paint the pitch red. Please welcome the Nipponic! From the savannah and the steppes come the Hyena Men, led by a brand new coach making his debut with us. One thing is guaranteed. The opposition is going to have serious problems keeping hold of the ball. It will be fun. Hyenas are always laughing, especially when someone just dropped the ball and lost an arm. Laughing Baobabes will bring tribal excitement and energy. Can't wait! Kurgans! The barbarian tribes are back. Again! I'm dying to know whether this new lot, Sensacunition team, can improve on the legendary achievement of their predecessors from Season 1. And the only way to improve that particular legend is by winning the entire bloody league. So, good luck, you glorious, fur-clad, axe-swinging bastards! The bar is set sky high, and we are watching! Third time these beautiful, blood-obsessed dark elves run onto our pitches. Previous seasons? Not much luck. One time they were even abandoned mid-season by their own coach! Absolute horror. But this time, these gorgeous ladies with way too big tendencies for extreme violence are back and hungry. Will the brides of the Blood Moon finally conquer everything in sight? Or will history repeat itself in the most bloody way possible? We are about to find out! Let's move to Group B, and ho, I can promise you this group is wild! The Dryads are back, baby! And not just any Dryads. These are the exact same leafy murderesses that Joseph Moranion abandoned the second their promotion hopes died a screaming death. Reunion tour! Will Joseph have to scarper into the woods again when the trees start walking and the roots start strangling? We'll find out live, you magnificent bastards. From the ancient desert city of Marak, I present to you... Oh my gosh. The Honorable Anubarak's blessed immortal battalions in sacred cities, radiant and fearless troops, keepers of the eternal Bamutuhamon, the ancient beast Toastmaster! Yeah, we're not saying that every week. So from this moment forward, we will use the first letters from their long title. Habibi's Kraft Kebab. That's right, that's better. Ancient as Blood Bowl itself, the fastest team Khemri has in their offer. Proper old-school desert Blood Bowl. Von Karstein Vampires! Vampires! You hear me? How long has it been since we had proper blood-drinking aristocrats back on the pitch? These pale bastards are commanded by none other than Ricey himself, our Season 9 champion, our calculating, spreadsheet-loving, probability-weaving half-finalist. I cannot wait to see how the math genius deals with a team that literally drinks the opposition. Ricey versus the undead. Oh, my heart bleeds with anticipation. We've had every kind of killer cut you can imagine. But this one, this slippery, trick-filled vanishing act of a cult we have never seen before. If you're not ready for their dirty little tricks, you're going to end up looking like a complete idiot. Or a complete corpse. Ladies and gentlemen, now you see me! Wait, where the hell did they go? Well, Misha didn't waste a single second. The moment he got rid of his cows, he marched straight into our HR department and somehow walked out with the entire bloody office. How? Why he even was called by our HR? Well, getting rid of teams is perfectly legal, of course. But the way he did it raised a few needs for clarification. What came out of it? Misha recruited our beautiful, terrifying ladies from the HR department to play in the league. How the hell did he do that? Who's going to process my holiday request now? Who's going to deny my overtime claims with that cold, dead-eyed smile? So many questions, so few answers. But one thing is certain. We're about to find out exactly how the Snot League HR department handles itself on the pitch. And I am both terrified and aroused. There simply would be no Snot League without our beloved knee-less warriors! Dwarves! Ha ha ha! This time, they march straight out of Barakvar, led by the young champion himself, Mort Jr. Ha ha! Looking at this absolute meat grinder of a group, blimey! Vampires, Triads, Desert Death, Vanishing Killers, our HR ladies, and dwarves from Barakvar! This is not a group of death. This is a full-blown industrial slaughterhouse with beards! Last but not least, a Group C. No, it took some time for them to finally make their teams. Oh, my heart bleeds with joy! Look who crawled out of the frozen wastes! After all those Norse dwarves and barbarians, it's very nice change. First, from the icy north, the Valkyrie tribe returns for the third time! Third time the charm, eh? As the old saying goes. Will the No Men's tribe finally smash the high bar set by their predecessors? Or will they once again leave limbs and dreams scattered across the snow? We will find out soon enough! And who else is back for round 3? Isha herself! Those drop-dead gorgeous, spell-flinging, pitch-controlling elven beauties return! This time with a brand new coach making his debut in our format. They are going to cause absolute chaos. Ladies and gentlemen, Krajak Attack has entered the pitch! What could possibly be worse than an elf? An elf with wings! Exactly. This team is about to take the entire agility playstyle to a completely new, disgusting level. You think regular elven bullshit already hurts? Imagine these bastards flying straight over your line, snatching the ball, and then politely inviting you to restart the game after they've already scored. Better start looking up, you glorious bastards, because the terrors from above are coming. Not only is Mort Jr. back, his phenomenal father has returned as well. And he's brought an equally phenomenal circus team of pure chaotic cultists. Yes, he grumbled a bit in the corridors, as fathers do, but none of that matters now. This rotten, plague-ridden, nurgle-infested troop promises one thing and one thing only. A phenomenal show! just watch where you step. Närglings, feces. Yuck! Absolute filth. I love it already! Nuns are back! Or rather, their successors are back. This is the next generation of the team that already managed to win an entire season. Gigantic expectations. Everyone will be watching. Everyone will be comparing. Sisters of Sigmar always pose a massive threat to anyone who stands in their way. But will Grappling Gospel be able to withstand the crushing weight of Mordheim Wanderer's legacy? We are about to find out, you glorious bastards! And closing Group C, and the entire season roster, Skeletti from Kasabar! Another Khemri team, but these skeletons are properly armored, much tougher than their cousins from Makrak. And they've brought two massive constructs to clear a path straight through the opposition. Just as long as those big bastards don't take root in the ground. Because if they do, well, then we've got a proper little problem, haven't we? And before we finish, a special panel from our mini-league, Pick Your Team, which has just entered the knockout phase. In Group A, the last round gave us a beautiful clash between the dancing zombies of Boogie Bones and the demonic Slanesh squad, Phantasmagoria. Misha and his demons absolutely smashed it and took first place. And the biggest shock of the round? Those dancing zombies secured second. Seriously, every single opponent was left staring with their jaws on the floor at how fast those rotting bastards can move. Beastmen and vampires also crawled through. Unfortunately for the Norscan dwarves and the Nurgle demons, that's the end of the road. For now. Group B, absolute domination by the Chaos Dwarves under Craner. Joseph Moranion and his dragons are right on their heels. Yes, the Draconians are playing here too. Followed closely by Trick or Treat Terrors. And Horn with his little demonic imps also punched their ticket after a filthy 4-0 thrashing. It is going to be a phenomenal knockout phase, you magnificent bastards. All right, all 18 teams are ready. May Nuffle watch over you and grant you only the most gracious of roles. Though a gracious role for one is always Nuffle turning his ass to the other. Season 11 starts now! Stay warm, stay bloody. Henry Snotson, out!